It's time now to welcome our first special guest for this evening. She's about to launch a big Australian tour, first one in 7 years. Tickets are all sold out, so I don't really know what she's doing here. She's a singer, songwriter, actress. I think we can possibly use the word superstar. Please welcome Kylie Minogue. Incredible. Now, you're doing 15 concerts. They're all sold out.
Yep, basically.
Must be very pleased.
Feel like pretty...
Because Christopher Cross is struggling, apparently. I'll have a look at some of the early sales.
No, I'm thrilled. I'm quite overwhelmed. Yeah.
You've got an accent. I didn't even hear it. Oh, that's
You're allowed to.
You are.
I've been away for ages.
Gee, how long have you been living in London?
8, 9 years.
Goodness, good town?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you have to hang out with Peter Andre?
No.
Or are you allowed to just, like, roam free?
No, I can roam. I'm like, free range.
Oh, that's good. And we see a lot about the paparazzi and stuff, like, of course, with the terrible Princess Diana thing. Can you walk around London, or are you sort of constantly pursued?
Yeah, I can walk around, but photographers do hide in bushes and things like that.
Do they know where you live?
Some of them do, yeah.
I've got the address here if you want to give it out. No.
But basically, if you leave the curtains open, would you... I mean, you wouldn't, would you?
Yep, but...
No, you wouldn't leave them.
What?
Because everywhere you go, you would think, I've got a telephoto lens pointing at me.
Actually, I had them yesterday, the day before yesterday in Sydney.
Do you have a disguise?
Can't even admire the beautiful view.
I actually reckon
the harbour and
Yeah.
there's crescents.
But if you go on your holiday, why don't you just go and then ask them for your holiday snaps later?
You would say.
When the paparazzi follows me around, I usually say to guys, take your photographs and then leave me alone.
Yeah.
When I'm skiing with, in Europe and so forth, get it over with.
And they listen, of course.
They do, they respect that.
Do you actually, Kylie, have a bodyguard and security when you're wandering?
No. For work sometimes.
Yes, yeah.
But no, not,
Is it very different between England and Australia? When you come back here, do you find it less of a pressure?
I just think coming back here is more relaxing anyway. But I've noticed in the past, well, like in the 10 years that I've been doing this, the paparazzi have cottoned on here and they know they can make a lot of money getting,
Kylie snaps,
pictures.
yes. Because you control a lot of aspects of your career very closely, and photographs are obviously one that you don't particularly like floating around with, that you don't sort of own, or I've seen a few on the internet.
That's in your favourite places.
Exactly, that's right.
Now, tell me, why do you, when you decide, see, if I was a rock star, I'd just go,
You love it. If I was a rock star, what I would do would be... You get off to sleep, don't you?
I would sing Crunchy Granola songs.
Last week it was if I was an astronaut.
But if I was a rock star, which I'm not, Glenn, and Kylie is, those two to join the Dot Pals, and we get on well normally, is
touche.
Not a
What would you do?
I give you points. I would just go, if I was the rock star, I would go, I wouldn't do a concert tour. I'd go, it's such a lot of effort. You've got to rehearse, tour the world. Do you actually enjoy it? Or do you just sign up and say, damn it, I'll do a tour, I'll sign myself up for it and then regret it later?
I've not really done many tours, but just starting rehearsing on this one, it's so much fun.
Oh, yeah? Oh, great.
Yeah, I mean, ask me again in a few weeks.
No, because if I was a rock star now, I'd do one.
Just imagine Rob. Rob would be in a band like Roxette.
Yeah.
You really... REO Speedwagon, yes. Roxette, no.
Actually, you would make a really good transsexual.
We'll get on to that later.
Here for a second break.
Charlie, last time you were here, you had the big show with dancers and everything, and you had to be incredibly fit to do that. Are you doing a similar sort of show?
You mean, are you talking about the Mardi Gras with no?
No, I'm talking about the major
last concert
7 years ago, was it?
Yeah. It will be pretty different to that.
Right.
I might have some dancers and not exactly sure
Well,
yet, but you're not adverse to skimpy.
No.
Glittery.
Let's talk the CD, Impossible Princess now. You've got a third single off it, because Some Kind of Bliss did it again. Huge hits. Breathe or Breath, I'm sorry, I should have done my research. Breathe. Can we have a little look at it? I think we've got some on tape now.
Shot in the Mir space station. Yeah. I tell you something. You hire really good photographers, don't you?
I try to.
Yes, Rob.
I'm just taking notes if I'm right. But that photo of you in the cowboy hat is an absolutely beautiful shot.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it's a real rip. No, seriously, I saw it and I thought that was...
I just saw it. Oh.
That's one of them. There was another one.
When was that done, Kylie?
That was done in London. What?
Let's explain. That's not the real Kylie, is it? That is Madame...
That's in Madame Tussauds. And I just posed again, thank God.
Well, they did that 10 years ago, didn't they? And you changed a bit.
I was secretly wishing the whole time that they would ask me back to do it again. Otherwise, you get melted down. I'm put a candle in the...
Paul Hogan's apparently been melted down.
Speaking of 10 years ago, this is what I'm always interested in is... Back then, when you first exploded onto the music scene, you were surrounded by people like your Rick Astley's and your Bros and people like that. And you could easily have gone, you could have been the next Samantha Fox, what happened. So,
sorry, okay.
Not quite Samantha Fox, you know what I mean. Were you aware of the pitfall? I mean, did you sort of think, hang on, I better look after myself here and...
I don't think any of us were. Like, a lot of the people that I was working with then, we were kids, so we just were working really hard and trying to get everything done and do a good job. Thankfully, I wasn't that aware.
What are those people? I mean, what does Bros do now? I mean, did you actually know?
I actually saw one of the members of Bros.
He delivered a pizza.
No? We say happy birthday for the 30th of May, is that right?
Sensational.
28th of May.
28th of May, turning the big 3-0.
The big 3-0.
Can I just double check something? When you turned the little 2-1, is it true that old Muggins here actually turned up to you
uninvited?
No, you gave the speech.
Yeah, Uncle Arthur gave the speech. It was funny, and I gave her a card with $5 in it. Put this away, young girl.
And she has.
Yeah. And I said, that song, I remember she used to sing this song called Locomotion all the time. I said, you should record that to become a star, and she did. And
she has.
You used to sing it around the piano.
That's right, that's right.
That is
It was a fun
fantastic.
night. It was a true. I think we've got it on tape now.
Kylie, we've got to take a break. Thank you so much for popping by. You didn't have to do it. I'd say good luck with the tour, but you don't need it. It's sold out.
Thank you.
Open with crunchy granola.
You're right.
You can't go past it.
Would you please thank our very special guest, Kylie Minogue? And to take us out tonight, we've got another highlight from the Eurovision Song Contest. This is the Estonian entry, who apparently claim you stole one of their songs. This is Estonia. You're watching the panel. We'll be back right after this break.